right, let's do it. Let's talk about this movie that's got the internet all divided and grown men peeing their pants, whining on the internet. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube review. I'm excited because I'm doing 3 or 4 of these reviews tonight, and I'm going to space them out over the next week as I'm having a small surgery that will take me away from my computer for probably about a week or so. So if you're interested in reviews for Bullet Train, I Love My Dad, or Not Okay, a different Hulu original, hit that subscribe button and they will be coming out here in the next week or so. But on to what we are talking about today, and that is the new movie Prey. P-R-E-Y. Eat, Pray, Love. Prey is the new addition to the Predator franchise. It stars Amber Midthunder as Naru, a young Comanche tribe member who wants to prove herself as the badass hunter she wants to be. But quickly, the hunter becomes the hunted as an early version of the Predator that we know and love comes down to Earth to hunt. Prey is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, the director behind 10 Cloverfield Lane. Loved that movie, so I was excited to see what he was doing in this one. First of all, this movie fucking rocks. The animal violence is so top-notch. I haven't seen anything that good since The Revenant. Pretty sure they got the same CGI bear for this one, so kudos to that guy for still getting work. And Amber Midthunder as the lead Naru is fucking great. She completely steals the show. And I want to really quickly talk about the small controversies about this movie, but I don't want to focus on them because I think they're stupid, they're super dumb, and they take away from how awesome this movie is. The lead character in Prey is a woman. No! The whole internet seems to be whining about it. The other half of the internet is complaining about people whining about it. Here's my little takeaway. If you call media woke for having a woman lead, you have no maidens and you need to get off the internet and touch grass. Also, what the fuck is a Mary Sue? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Let's move on from that because that is about as much energy as I want to invest in that. And now that the weak people who are watching this are already mad, I'm going to tell you an even hotter take that will make probably the rest of you mad. I think this is the best Predator movie yet. And I'm talking including the first one. I love the first one as much as everybody else, but honestly, it can feel dated and it has a few pacing issues. Not that Prey is without issues at all, but Prey stands just above the rest, especially if we're talking about Predator sequels, which have all been lackluster in my opinion. Plus, the naming scheme of the Predator movies are absolutely terrible, just about as bad as the Halloween series. We got Predator, Predator 2, good start, Predators, The Predator, and now Prey. I like the new title of this one. I like how it plays off Predator and Prey, and then obviously taking into consideration the plot of this story, I really enjoy that. But the naming scheme's complete mess. If they make another one, at this point, I have no idea what they're going to name it. Your guess is as good as mine. And I'm so bummed that it skipped theaters and went right to Hulu because I didn't even know there was a new Predator in the works. So this was like a really nice surprise when I found out. I found out like the day before it dropped on Hulu. I think somehow my brain was mixing up this movie with that upcoming Idris Elba movie Beast. And that's what I get for trying to not watch trailers for things. I think I probably saw the beginning of each of the trailers for this and for Beast and was just like, yeah, that hunting movie that's coming out with the scary animals. Because if you watch the trailer, it's a lot of animals at the beginning. Had no idea there was a predator in it. I don't know how I missed it, but I missed it. It is what it is. Honestly, it was kind of a nice surprise when it dropped, and I was like, holy shit, this is a great Predator movie. The action in this movie is great. The stakes feel more present than most of the other sequels, if not all the other sequels. And the cinematography is awesome. There's this scene in this forest where it's like kind of foggy. My God, it was so cool. Some of the CGI is a little bit meh, but that's going to happen, especially when you're watching something like this in 4K, big ass screen, just like I think you should. Some of those less than perfect CGI moments kind of glare through. But I recommend checking it out on the biggest TV you can and enjoy the best Predator action since 1987. Like, who doesn't want Predator movies where they drop a Predator onto Earth in different places, in different times? Like, imagine Predator coming down in, like, the 1940s to Germany, and there's all these Nazis around, and he has to hunt them, and they try to fight. That would be fucking great. Or, like, one in Africa in the early 1900s. I don't even know what it was like there back then. I bet the Predator dropping there and having to face some crazy small group of warriors, like that would be sick. I would love to see that. And that's what I love about Prey. It takes Predator and then it makes a whole new story with the IP. The rest of them don't feel nearly as original as this one. This one has the originality, but keeps everything that makes the original so great and expounds on it. I don't mind the less evolved Predator or the changes that they made to the design. I had a buddy text me saying he hated the Predator's face. It looked like an elite from Halo. I guess I just didn't care too much. It was just interesting. I loved the thinner dreadlocks. Those looked really cool. Some of the weapons, very awesome. They didn't change it so much where I was bothered by any means. I think a lot of the choices were great, or they just didn't bother. They were just changes. And all of those changes feel natural in a story that takes place 300 years ago. Setting this movie in a time without advanced weapons or technology is such an awesome choice. I love this movie. I'm going to keep this review short. I want to do a few more of these reviews tonight. I got to edit them still. Overall, I give this an 8 out of 10. And I think you should watch it. It is on Hulu, and if you watch it, you'll be the most woke motherfucker, and you can go on the internet and you can tell us all about how women deserve more roles in Hollywood.